Hello dear students, welcome in this online sessions. I hope you are doing well at your home, and I also hope that you are making yourself safe by staying at your home. This is 9th standard online virtual lectures. In this lecture we are going to refer the textbook of Beehive, which is a part of English syllabus of our own 9th standard NCERT, and the lesson which I already taught you in my previous lecture, part 1, that was related to the motivational theory and the story of reaching on the top, related to Santosh Yadav. Now this is the second part of the same lesson, that is Maria Sharapova. It is actually depending on the story of a beautiful player, a very talented girl whose name is Maria Sharapova. So we need to first of all respect the hard work as well. We need to also respect all the theories which are explained by a person who has already committed the hard work, and that is all about this lesson is talking. So here in this page you can see that the lesson part 2 is displaying Maria Sharapova. The lesson part is reaching on the top, and as you know that she is a Russian girl. Maria Sharapova actually reached the summit of women's tennis. Summit of women's tennis means she actually conquered the great height of the women's tennis, and she also worked for her own self, and apart from that she also did a very great job. So that's how you read about her and see if you can draw any kind of comparison between you and her, if you draw any kind of attention between you and her, if you draw any kind of motivation theory between you and her. Obviously you should move on, and you should try to get your best for whatever you like to do in your life. So Santosh Yadav was a girl, and she is actually a girl who is determined by her knowledge and consent also. Now see, the first paragraph, that is page number 106, 104, says that there is something that is in everybody, in you, in me. We all are having something that changes us, or that changes us, or that we need to find out, and it will change us. So therefore there is something disarming about Maria Sharapova too, something that odds ready to smile and also lift her glamorous attire, and that's how something in her lifted her own self. That is, something happened on the Monday 27 August 2005. The world #1 position in the women tennis was given to her. So that's how all this happened in almost no time, no position. So it was actually poised beyond years. The Siberian born teenager took out 4 years as a professional to reach at the pinnacle of the tennis player. So this is whole of the story which will inspire you, and also which will give you the knowledge related to the lifestyle of and the hard work of Maria Sharapova. So as if you go more further, then you can see her figure is actually showing out here. This figure shows that how happily she is actually holding the shield of women tennis. 2004, Maria Sharapova won the women's single at Wimbledon in 2004. So that's how this is the glory, this is the reaching victory of her own journey. But one thing we need to understand: whenever a person is getting success, whenever a person is getting the height, the peak of success, the success is not limited to him only or her only. The success means there is lots of hard work of her parents, herself, motivation from the friends, and almost all the kinds of positivity can be seen. But to maintain this kinds of thing is very hard enough, and that's why we need good surroundings also. So moving towards the lesson, the second topic, the paragraph says that however the rapid ascent in the fairly competitive world began 9 years before as a level of sacrifice few children will prepare to endure. It means that this journey started when she was at 9-year-old. She was not able to speak proper English because she was a Russian girl, and she holded the Russian accent too. So that's how in the age of 9th, almost all the students are not ready to sacrifice, but she did. And that is how little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she was packed off to the train to the United States. Means she needed to shift from the Russia, Siberia to the United States of America, where she was not knowing the language also. So that's how the trip to the Florida with her father Yuri launched her on the path of success and the stardom. Mr. Yuri said that Maria must go on her path. She must work hard. Whatever she do like, she need to follow that. And that's how but is also required to heartbreaking stardom. And that's how 2 years separation from her mother Yelena, the later was compelled to stay back in the Siberia. That was due to visa restrictions and all. So laterly she was actually, her father also mother stayed back because of visa restrictions and also needed to leave. So Maria Sharapova needed to live with her father only. So the 9-year-old girl had already learned about everything important in the life lessons, and that's how we can say, okay, that was a tennis challenges excellence that would actually came out with her, and only at the price of when she gave the sacrifices. It means that sacrifice is the first step for the success. If you don't have any sacrifice, obviously you're not going to do any kind of success. So Maria Sharapova says that whenever she used to miss her mother, she missed her mother as well, the family and everybody very much. And that's how she's telling that I used to be so lonely. Maria Sharapova recalls, means she tells, I missed my mother terribly. My father was working as much as he could earn actually to keep me my tennis practice going on, so he couldn't send me either. He was not able to send me the money also, neither the mother also, but he was actually ready to make me very comfortable and going on with my practice and all. So that's how this lesson is actually being you can say autobiographied by Maria Sharapova, as well it is also narrated by the author. So because I was so young, I used to go bed at early, and that's how she's telling that I was going at bed early, 8 p.m. The other tennis pupil would come in at my room or in my we can say where she was leaving at 11 p.m. and wake me up and ordered me to tidy up the room and clean it also. It means the seniors were somehow not behaving properly also. Whenever she was actually, Maria Sharapova was living in a hostel, in a school where she was learning tennis also, as well as she was studying the academic years also. So whenever the seniors were coming at the late night, she was a small girl, so she was sleeping at 8, and the seniors were coming at 11 p.m., 12 p.m. So they were waking up to the Maria Sharapova as she was small girl, and they were telling that, okay, you must clean up the room, you must make tidy to the room. So that's how that toughness actually runs through Maria even today also, because she was actually not ready to accept all the kinds of free time, all the kinds of easiness in her life. She was struggling since she was 8-year-old, 9-year-old or 10-year-old. So that's how we can say, I knew I wanted to live here peacefully, but she was not about to leave her. Therefore, she needed to do the work also. So I learned how to take care of myself. I never thought of quitting, because I knew that whatever I wanted will come with a hard work. So it may take you very hungry and determined. I would say that it makes you sometimes hungry and determined. I would have to put up much more humiliations and insult also than that of the steady fast pursue my dreams, until unless I'm not going with this kinds of hard work, until unless I'm not tested on a life track, until unless I'm not becoming stronger enough to fight with the odds, there is no chances to pursue my dreams. And that's how we can say the toughness runs through the Maria Sharapova even today also. So it was the key to her beginning, to her begging about the women's single crown of the Wimbledon in 2004. This was the key means this was the way path where Maria Sharapova actually became very strong girl, very strong woman, and now she was ready to fight with the world. Now she was ready to fight with all the odds and all, and she won the battle also of tennis. Therefore, in the Wimbledon in 2004, she actually won and rise to the world as a numbered from the following years, and she was on the top level. So 7 topics says that while her journey from the frozen plain, Serbia, that is Siberia, to the summit of women's tennis had touched the heart of tennis fans. It means that a small little girl came from the small little town of Russia, and now she is actually becoming a big celebrity, and almost the world is her fan. So that's how it says that the hard work and the concentration of Maria Sharapova is actually the term which we all, you, me, we all can learn. Sacrifice is the only thing that will take you to the success. So the straight looks to the answer whenever anybody is asking her, okay, that how you did this kinds of thing, then the straight looks, and she looks very much straight and answers, which is actually given by her, that you need to focus and to be determined. Sacrifice were the both. I am very, very competitive and I work hard. I do all my job and all, and that is her actually main mantra to the success. So whenever she was asked that what is your main mantra of the success, she said that ki you should always study, you should always study yourself, you should also always become the hardworking, you should always become the eager, you should always become the persuading person. That's how you can go more further. So like any number of the teenager sensation, Maria Sharapova itself she was self-made girl. And that's how we can say Sharapova lists her fashion also, that is related to singing, then dancing and hobbies and all. She loved reading novels too, as she says that, which is actually belonging to Arthur Conan Doyle, then other authors also. And literally we can say she herself is also one of the person who is so much sophisticated, and the evening gowns appears to all the like in the evening side of the gown and all, she is wearing the dresses and all. And literally we can say ki her fondness for the sophistication for the evening gown appears at the odds with her love of pancakes, chocolates and spread fizzy orange drinks also. So she is also like a normal girl. If you think that Maria Sharapova being a celebrity is a very kind of a different girl, then you are actually wrong. She is also a kind of a girl who is very normal, and she is actually trying to become very genuine person. And that is how we can say that ki her fancies says that ki she being a celebrity, she is not behaving like a celebrity, she is behaving like a common gentle person, humble person, polite person. Now 10th topic says that ki Maria Sharapova is actually one of the person who is actually trying to convey her message in this lesson, and also she is trying to make herself comfortable along sharing these kinds of memories with we all. Which means that she is the girl who is self-made girl. Okay, so Maria Sharapova cannot be pigeonholed and the categorized, as she says that I cannot be a pigeonholed categorized. Her talent, unrevealing truth, desire with the success and readiness to sacrifice have lifted her on the top of the world. See, my dear student, it is said that you need to come out from your comfort zone. If you really want to go far, if you really want to go on the peak of the success, you need to come out from your comfort zone. You need to leave your own comfort zone. Sacrifices is the only first step for the success, and mistake is the only best teacher to go for the sacrifices. And that is how this lesson is all about Maria Sharapova. We said this lesson is actually divided into two parts. The first part I explained to you, which was related with the Santosh Yadav, as she was actually one of the mountaineer climber, and she became a very famous girl in our Asia and in the world also. And also she did the great job while fighting with the odds of her village and the old mythology of their customs also. So now this part is actually of the second part of the same lesson, reaching on the top. So that is how Maria Sharapova cannot be prisoned like a pigeon, and she needed to fly high more than the eagle also, as per the idiom and proverbs. So her talent, unrevealing desire, success, readiness, sacrifices lifted her top of the world. And laterly we can say few would also grudge her, means few would also ask her about her journey, and few would also think her reaches that she is now actually grudge her reaches, and she is now reaping also, she is now going more and more better. So this is what actually she has to say. She has to say to the people like you and me, to the fans like you and me. That is about her monetary gains, about the tennis, what is the hard work and all. Of course, money is motivation. If somebody asks her, are you doing these all things for the money? Because obviously, frankly, genuinely, if I'll say that, obviously, in the end of the day, we need the money. So this is what she has to say about her monetary gains from the tennis. If somebody asks that, what is income about the sources, or do you get enough income from the tennis and all, then she says, of course, money is a motivation. That is a motivation. Tennis is a business. Yeah, I get good amount of money, so it inspires me to play this tennis. What is tennis? You know, tennis is a kind of business, sports, and in the world it is almost everywhere played out. Now the most basic thing is that to become member and to become actually the member of Champions League, and then you can go for the number one in the world. So there are some steps which you can go forward, which you can follow. Okay, so that is how dream that actually keep me going. Means Maria Sharapova says that I dream for the money, I dream for the business, I dream for everything. And this tennis made me to understand that yes, money I'm getting from the tennis is a kind of business, and I am a struggler, a warrior who can go and fight with the dreams, and also who can go and fight with the odd of the world. So I hope, my dear student, this lesson inspired you. If you have not seen the first part of this lesson, Santosh Yadav, that is reaching on the top, part 1, this is part 2. Obviously you can go and you can see the video lectures already, they are uploaded, and you can get some detailed theory and the knowledge also. So till then, you can take care, and we'll see you in some other lesson. Keep revising and be motivated. Select an idol which can motivate you and which can make you to make sure that you can go forward and go forward. So that is how this lesson is actually depending upon. We'll see again, we'll be getting some kinds of motivational lessons and all. So till then, you can wait for the another lecture. Take care and keep smiling. Jai Hind.